This very second, stop scrolling, stop moving, stop thinking about anything else because God has been trying to reach you, and today is the last window. This is not a drama. This is not manipulation. This is divine urgency. And if you miss this moment, if you scroll past this message in the next 47 seconds, you will feel the sudden absence of something you cannot name later on. You will carry a quiet, heavy ache. The painful ache of knowing you completely missed your custom-appointed hour. Out of the millions of people watching videos at this very second, only 3 were meant to encounter this message at this exact microsecond. 1 has already scrolled past, completely failing to recognize the treasure that was standing right in front of them. Another is watching alongside you at this very moment. And you are the 3rd. You are the final one, the last person heaven is calling today through this specific message. This celestial portal will close in exactly 9 minutes. After that, the transmission transfers to someone else, and this extraordinary opportunity will never return to your life in the same way. God has done everything to reach your soul, not just today, and not just this week. For the past 147 days, He has been calling your name in silence, trying to get your attention, manually arranging moments, orchestrating encounters, and speaking through people you didn't even realize were divine messengers. Your guardian angel filed an emergency petition at 4:44 this morning because the window for your financial and emotional and personal breakthrough is rapidly closing. Delay is no longer protecting you from harm. It is actively costing you your destiny. Type 444 in the comments section right now. Do not wait and do not hesitate. This is absolutely not a mere suggestion. It is a direct command from heaven. Type it before you read another single word. This is your official spiritual signature, your absolute covenant with what God is about to release into your life. It is your activation code that signals to the angelic realm that you are fully ready to receive instead of continuing to delay. Type it right now. I am waiting. Heaven is watching, and protective angels are hovering over the comment section at this very second, waiting to see who responds. Do it now. I know exactly why you almost scrolled past this warning. You have learned to protect your fragile heart by keeping a cold distance from others. You have learned to survive the seasons of life by numbing your expectations and hiding from hope. You try to convince yourself that if you don't listen too closely, you won't have to carry the heavy weight of the decisions you have postponed before. Many times in your past, you promised yourself you would respond later, when things felt easier, when you felt a little bit stronger, or when the chaotic noise of life finally slowed down. But listen to me carefully right now. Later never comes, and easier never arrives. Delay carries a massive, invisible cost that you do not see until it is far too late. God has been persistently speaking to your spirit through thoughts that arrived suddenly and refused to leave your mind. These thoughts ask deep questions that your heart could not ignore. Thoughts that made you pause in the middle of your daily routine and wonder why you felt so deeply unsettled. Even when everything appeared perfectly fine on the outside, you tried your best to reason those thoughts away, telling yourself it was just stress, imagination, or a freak coincidence. But it was actually Him planting seeds, awakening your internal awareness, and inviting your soul to look deeper. He spoke to your life through doors that slammed shut when you fully expected them to swing open. He spoke through opportunities you anticipated that slipped right through your fingers, and plans you carefully made that did not unfold the way you hoped. You wondered why your progress felt so stagnant, and why the answers to your prayers felt so distant. You questioned whether He was even listening to your cries. But He was actively speaking through those grueling delays, saying, "Wait." Even when your flesh desperately wanted to hear go, those pauses were never empty. They were filled with His divine guidance, shielding your life from paths that would have cost you more than you could ever know. Heaven has been carefully counting your attempts to respond, only to pull back at the last second. The exact number is 127 times over the past 3 years. 127 times you felt that distinct tug, sensed him drawing near, recognized the powerful pull toward something deeper, and then chose to step away. This happened not because you didn't care about your calling, but because you were terrified, exhausted, and unsure of what true listening might require of your life. And God deeply understood your struggle. He saw your hesitation, yet He did not walk away from you. He stayed close to your side, even when you stepped backward into the shadows. But today is completely different. Today, your timeline has reached a critical, defining point. Delayed obedience is about to become dangerous misalignment. What is available to your spirit right now will not be available in the same way tomorrow. This is not because God is unkind or angry, but simply because seasons change, doors lock, and windows of opportunity narrow. You are standing right at a pivotal turning point, and ignoring this moment will not leave your life unchanged. You cannot walk away from this message and remain the same person. You will either move closer to the absolute truth or drift further into the dark. Neutral is not an option here. Like this video right now if you feel this shift moving in your spirit. Do not wait until the final word, and do not overthink it. Just press that like button right now. This is far more than digital engagement. This is your profound spiritual agreement. Your signature that activates the supernatural release Heaven has prepared for your life. If you have not liked this video yet, stop and do it now. Every single second of delay matters. Like it now. You wake up in the morning, feeling deeply restless without knowing why. You lie awake at 3:17 in the morning, staring blankly at the ceiling, wondering why your sleep feels so incomplete, and why rest no longer restores your energy. Small, trivial things unsettle your mind far more than they used to. A casual conversation that would not have bothered you before now plays on a continuous loop in your mind for hours. The quiet confidence you once carried has been completely replaced with a strange unease that has no clear earthly source. You walk through your days feeling as though something is chasing you, but you cannot name it. Choices and decisions that used to bring peace now feel intensely heavy. You second-guess your judgment more than ever before, changing your mind 3 times before breakfast. You desperately seek opinions on things you used to know instinctively. Hear the truth. This is absolutely not a punishment. This is not God being cruel to your heart. This is exactly what happens when your spirit knows you are drifting away from where you are supposed to be, securely anchored. When distance from your true purpose creates a painful dissonance in your soul, you feel incredibly busy without ever feeling fulfilled. Your calendar is full, but your heart feels completely empty. You are active without feeling alive, checking off boxes without making real progress, and functioning without thriving. You try your best to recreate the sense of direction you once possessed, but it feels completely forced instead of natural. Like wearing shoes that used to fit, but now pinch your feet with every single step. It is movement without purpose, function without meaning, and survival without thriving. You manage to smile at work, but you drive home in total silence, questioning everything. You show up to protect others, but who shows up to protect you? You give advice to friends that you cannot seem to follow yourself. You encourage people toward breakthroughs that you have stopped believing are possible for your own life. And deep down, deeper than you care to admit to any living soul, you know something is off. Something is missing. Something has been begging for your attention, and you keep postponing the exact conversation your heart desperately needs to have with God. There is a systematic conspiracy operating against your clarity. 7 specific demons were assigned to your timeline explicitly to keep your mind confused, to make ordinary decisions feel much heavier than they truly are, to cloud your discernment, and to compel you to second-guess what you know is absolute truth. They know with total certainty that if you ever gain clarity on who you are and what you are called to do, their assignment over your family line is finished forever. This is the exact reason why confusion feels so much thicker for you than for others, and why simple choices feel so complicated. This is intense spiritual warfare designed to keep you stuck. But at exactly 4:44 this morning, while you were fast asleep, a sovereign ruling came down from the throne room. The verdict was, enough. The sentence was immediate clarity, and the execution is happening right now. The demons assigned to your confusion have been permanently recalled. Their legal right to cloud your mind expired completely at dawn, and their access to your thoughts has been revoked by the Almighty. The fog is lifting, the heaviness is breaking, and your clarity is being fully restored right now as you read these words. Right now, as you sit here, you might feel a sudden pressure expanding in your chest. That is absolutely not anxiety. That is your spirit recognizing a divine appointment. You might feel a distinct heat moving into your hands. That is supernatural activation energy, your physical body responding directly to the high frequency of heaven. You might feel tears welling up in your eyes without knowing why. That is your soul finally releasing years of suppressed knowing. Pay close attention to what you are feeling at this very second, because your body recognizes the truth long before your logical mind can fully process it. Go to the comments section below right now and type these words, "I will not delay anymore." Right at this very second. This is your official declaration, your line in the sand, and your holy agreement with heaven that the painful season of postponing is over. When you type those words, you are launching a portal, giving permission for what God has been holding back until your spirit was ready. Do it now. Angels are waiting to see who responds. Jennifer from Miami delayed her calling for 4 full years. She felt the pull, she heard the steady whisper, and she knew exactly what God was asking of her life. But she kept saying, later, when things are easier, when I'm stronger, when I have more time. 4 years of later. 4 years of when? 4 years of postponing what her heart knew was true. Then one day she reached her breaking point and could no longer ignore it. The conviction was too strong and the pull was too intense. She typed those exact words in a comment section, just like this one. Within 6 days, her entire life shifted. The career opportunity she thought she lost returned with double the salary. The relationship that appeared completely dead was supernaturally resurrected, and the clarity she had been missing for years struck her mind like lightning. She still calls it the week everything changed. Michael from Boston ignored 11 clear signs from God over a span of 18 months. Doors slammed shut, people spoke warnings, circumstances shifted, and vivid dreams repeated continuously, all pointing him toward the exact same thing, all asking him to make a bold move. But fear kept his feet frozen, and comfort kept him stuck. Delay felt much safer than a hard decision, and the familiar felt less risky than the unknown. He lived like that until he watched a message just like this one at 11:11 one Wednesday night. Something broke deep inside his spirit. The walls of resistance crumbled and his hesitation collapsed. He commented those words. He pressed like, he shared, and he subscribed. Within 72 hours, his circumstances shifted so dramatically that everyone around him asked, "What on earth happened to you?" Doors swung open that had been locked for decades. Opportunities appeared that he had completely stopped praying for, and uncommon favor showed up that he did not earn. Now, he tells everyone that delay always costs infinitely more than obedience ever will. Sarah from Denver felt the intense tug toward her true calling for 7 full years. 7 full years of knowing, of sensing, and of feeling magnetically drawn toward a destiny she could not fully articulate. She buried it, she ignored it, and she told her mind she was being unrealistic, convincing herself that other people do that kind of thing, but not her. Fear wrapped around her unique spiritual gifting like heavy chains. Then, she stopped delaying. She boldly declared that she would not delay anymore. She took the very first step, even though she could not see the full path ahead, even though it felt terrifying, and even though everyone around her heavily questioned her timing. Within 21 days, complete strangers began reaching out to her with major opportunities aligned exactly with what God had been whispering to her heart for 7 years. Financial provision showed up before she even had to ask. Favor that cannot be explained in the natural world manifested, and connections that defied coincidence located her path. Now, she is walking fully in the calling she almost buried forever. Robert from Seattle postponed his breakthrough for 3 years. He knew the direction he was supposed to take, and he felt the spiritual pull. But he kept constantly negotiating with God, asking for more time, more confirmation, and more certainty. 3 years of bargaining and 3 years of waiting for perfect conditions that never arrived. Then, he stopped negotiating and started obeying. He declared he would not delay anymore. Within 14 days, his perspective shifted so completely that the fear that had paralyzed his life for 3 years suddenly seemed ridiculous. Within 6 weeks, he was operating fully in the calling he had postponed, and the deep fulfillment he found made him realize exactly what delay had actually cost his life. Not just lost time, but joy. Not just missed opportunity, but profound peace. Patricia from Orlando felt the deep conviction for 8 months. Every single time she prayed, she felt the exact same pull. Every time she got quiet, she heard the same steady whisper. But she kept continuously finding reasons to wait, manufacturing excuses that sounded spiritual on the surface, but were actually rooted in fear. Then she watched a message about the true cost of delay, and something inside her broke. She could no longer ignore the voice of God. She typed those words through tears, and within 9 days, the door she assumed she missed opened up again. The opportunity she thought had passed her by circled back to her path, and she walked straight through it, trembling but obedient. Now, she testifies to everyone she meets that delayed obedience is still disobedience, wrapped up in good intentions. God is absolutely not threatening your life. He is warning your spirit because He loves you too much to remain silent while you drift. Ignoring this moment will not leave you the same when you turn away again. The first thing you will notice is not a sudden disaster, chaos, or immediate loss. What you will notice first is highly subtle. Clarity will slowly begin to fade, not all at once, but gently, quietly. What once felt crystal clear will start to feel uncertain. Your inner peace will become fragile, easily disturbed by the smallest things. Your divine direction will become harder to sense. You will still move forward, still make choices, and still function in the natural world, but your movement will feel less and less purposeful. You will find yourself busy without fulfillment, active without alignment, and desperately trying to recreate something you once possessed, but it will feel forced. This transpires not because God withdraws His love from you, but because prolonged distance heavily dulls your ability to recognize His voice. Delayed obedience always leads to severe misalignment. Share this video with 3 specific people right now. God just brought 3 distinct individuals straight to your mind. You know exactly who they are. One of them is navigating the exact same season of delay that you are currently coming out of. Another one desperately needs this message today because their own breakthrough is directly connected to your obedience. The third person is supposed to be a living witness to your sudden transformation, and it will ignite a holy spark inside them. Share this video with those 3 people right now. Do not overthink it. Just follow the instruction. The urgency you feel right now is not a human pressure to perform. It is the call of the Spirit to respond while the door stands open, while clarity is available, and while grace is near. Timing matters immensely, because some doors do not remain open indefinitely, not because God is unkind, but because seasons change, people change, and circumstances move. What is available now may not be available later in the same way. Delayed obedience often transforms into missed opportunity. You are ready now in ways you were not before. Your questions have changed, your prayers have matured, and your spiritual awareness has sharpened. This message could not have reached your path any earlier, because you would have misheard its meaning. It cannot wait another second now, because you are finally equipped to receive it fully. God waited patiently while you learned your lessons. He waited while your heart softened, and He waited while fear slowly loosened its grip on your life. But there comes a definitive point where waiting no longer protects your growth. It prevents it. That point is right now. God is not asking you to fix everything on your own, and He is not asking you to have all the answers. He is simply asking your spirit to stay, to listen, and to open your heart just enough to let Him speak. This moment is completely different from all the others, not because He loves you anymore now, but because timing has reached the critical junction where ignoring Him will alter more than you realize. This exact message will not come again in the same way. Subscribe to the channel and ring the notification bell right now. The moment you click subscribe, you are strategically positioning your spirit for the next wave of clarity that is heading your way. Messages that will build beautifully upon what you receive today. Angels are watching to see who subscribes, because that action signals to the heavens who is truly serious about ending delay and who is fully ready to move when God says move. Ring the bell and subscribe now. Your breakthrough depends entirely on staying connected to what heaven is releasing. David from Phoenix had been feeling the pull for 11 months. He knew God was asking something major of his life, but he kept postponing, kept delaying, and kept saying, later. Then he subscribed to a channel just like this one, and he rang the bell. He intentionally positioned his spirit to receive. Within 4 days, the internal conviction grew so heavy that he could no longer ignore it. Clarity hit his mind so hard that he had to respond. He took the bold step God had been asking of him, and within 3 weeks, his entire trajectory transformed. Opportunities he had stopped believing in showed up out of nowhere, and doors he assumed were permanently closed swung wide open. Linda from Charlotte delayed her breakthrough for 2 full years. She felt God calling her toward something highly specific, but fear made her freeze. She continuously told her mind that she was not ready, not qualified, and not strong enough. Then she watched a message about the true cost of delay. She subscribed, and she made a commitment to stop postponing her destiny. Within 11 days, she took the very first step, scared but obedient. Within 6 weeks, she was walking fully in the calling she had been running from. Supernatural favor followed her steps, provision met her needs, and absolute peace replaced the heavy anxiety she had carried for years. Complex situations align where human effort fails. Maria from Tampa ignored the whisper for 9 months. She knew exactly what she was supposed to do, but comfort felt much safer than change. Then she stopped ignoring the voice of God. She subscribed to stay connected, and she rang the bell to position herself for what was next. Within 17 days, circumstances shifted so specifically that she could not deny God was moving on her behalf. The relationship she thought was over was deeply restored. The health issue doctors could not explain began reversing, and the clarity she had been missing flooded into her mind. If you are led by the Spirit, sow a seed through the link in the pinned comment. This is absolutely not a payment, and it is not a requirement. This is a sacred partnership with what God is doing. When you choose to sow into the message that is actively activating your breakthrough, you are declaring to heaven, that you believe a massive harvest is coming. Those who sowed last week are already testifying about supernatural returns, unexpected money, surprise deposits, and favor that completely defies human explanation. If God is speaking to your spirit right now, sow through that link. $7, $11, $44. Whatever your faith can reach, sow it right now. James from Austin sowed $11 through the link, even though he was down to his last $37. It was all the faith he could muster in that moment. He sowed in obedience, never in desperation. Within 3 days, he received a call about a job he had applied for 6 months earlier and completely forgotten about. They offered him the position at $33,000 more than his previous job. A financial provision that cannot be explained except by heaven responding to radical obedience. May absolute clarity flood your mind until confusion becomes completely impossible. May your choices and decisions arrive with deep peace instead of heavy anxiety. May your direction announce itself so clearly that doubt has zero room to speak. May your true purpose clarify until every single step you take feels perfectly aligned. May you walk in such absolute certainty that hesitation becomes foreign to your spirit. May your path light up before you even take the next step. May divine wisdom guide your choices. May sharp discernment protect your heart. And may clarity define your identity. May every single door that is supposed to open swing wide open before you even have to knock. May opportunities chase your life instead of you chasing them. May supernatural favor precede your steps into every single room you enter. May divine appointments multiply exponentially. May the right connections cross your path at the perfect time. May relationships form that accelerate your destiny, and may alignments take place that support your high calling. May isolation break, and may a faithful community form all around your life. May a financial breakthrough hit your life so suddenly that you have to check your accounts twice. May provision come rushing from sources you never expected. May debts cancel completely. May increase multiply, and may radical generosity flow from your life because overflow defines you. May lack become nothing more than a distant memory, and may abundance become your lasting testimony. May you walk in such heavy provision that giving becomes your greatest joy. May heaven release immense resources that perfectly match the assignment on your life. May your body respond directly to heaven's frequency instead of earth's limitations. May strength return to your physical frame. May your energy be supernaturally restored. May pain leave your body and may complete healing manifest. May every single cell align perfectly with divine health. May sickness flee from your presence and may wholeness define you. May vitality increase. May you feel the difference physically, emotionally, and spiritually. May the restoration be so complete that people are forced to ask, what changed? May your children walk in the breakthroughs you prayed for. May your family lines shift forever because you chose to stop delaying. May generational patterns break into pieces. May curses cancel completely, and may blessings multiply. May your obedience today create a powerful inheritance for generations you will never even meet. May your legacy be marked by the exact moment you said, I will not delay anymore. May heaven write your life story in such a way that your name becomes synonymous with answered prayer. Hit the like button if you have not already. Comment the exact words, I will not delay anymore, to permanently seal your declaration. Share this message with the 3 people God just brought to your mind. Subscribe to the channel and ring the bell to position yourself for what is next. Do not delay and do not wait. Every single action matters and every response counts. Heaven is watching, angels are waiting, and now is your moment. Your breakthrough activates in 5. Heaven is releasing what delay held back. 4. Absolute clarity is flooding into your mind right now. 3. Confusion is breaking apart. 2. Brand new pathways are swinging open. 1. Activated. Your direction is established and your breakthrough is released. You will absolutely not be the same person after this moment. Watch closely what happens in the next 7 days. Watch what shifts in your environment. Watch what doors open. Watch how differently you feel on the inside. Watch how clearly you hear the voice of God. And watch how confidently you move. The painful season of delay is finished, and the time of hesitation is officially over. You have successfully crossed the threshold. You have made the declaration, heaven has responded, and angels are moving on your behalf. Demons are retreating, your timeline has shifted, and your trajectory has changed forever. This is your new reality. This is your breakthrough moment. This is the day everything changed because you stopped delaying and started responding to the call. Remember this exact atomic moment. Remember what you felt, and remember what you declared. Because when your testimony manifests, when the breakthrough arrives, and when the clarity becomes undeniable, you will look back at this hour and say, that was the moment. That was the day I stopped running from what God was calling me toward. That was when delay ended and destiny began. And your story will become a beacon of hope for someone else who is sitting exactly where you are sitting right now. Your 7 days starts right now. Finally, I am asking you again to sow a seed through the link in the pinned comment. Whatever amount is placed on your heart, give it. Do not give out of obligation, and do not give because you feel manipulated. Give because you recognize that this message met your spirit at your exact point of need. Give because you want to actively participate in what heaven is performing. Give because you understand that radical generosity opens doors that nothing else can unlock. Clarity is coming, doors are opening, direction is establishing, and breakthrough is manifesting, and you will never be the same again. When the night falls on your heart and the world feels cold again, I'll be right there in the dark, holding tight through every pain. Amen.